When we think about motivation and what motivates us, we have to think about what are those things that give us that drive to make us succeed. One of the things that I always found that makes you think about beyond where you are in life is the Gettysburg Address. It gives that power and the gravitas you really are looking for that motivates us to move forward. Let me read it to you here. 407 years ago, our fathers brought forth on this continent a new nation, conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal. Now we are engaged in a great civil war, testing whether that nation or any nation so conceived and so dedicated can long endure. We are met on a great battlefield of that war. We have come to dedicate a portion of that field as a final resting place for those here gave their lives that our nation might live. It is altogether fitting and proper we should do this. But in a larger sense, we cannot dedicate, we cannot consecrate, we cannot hallow this ground. The brave men, living and dead, who struggled here, have consecrated far above our poor power to add or detract. The world will little note nor long remember what we say here, but it can never forget what we did here. It is for us, the living, rather to be dedicated here to the unfinished work which they have all who fought have thus so notably advanced. It is rather for us to be here dedicated to the great task remaining before us, that from those honored dead we take increased devotion to the cause for which gave us the last full measure of their devotion. That we here highly resolve that these dead shall have not died in vain, that this nation under God shall have a new birth of freedom, and the government of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from this earth. Abraham Lincoln. Those words are so powerful even today that we need to remember, and that should give you motivation to go get your goals. Every time I hear it, it strives me to do better. You should do better too.